Hey guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening and welcome back to my channel. Today I thought we would do a almost full face of first impressions. I'm going to be putting up a haul before this, so if you want to see how I got on with some of the products that I mentioned in the haul, we'll probably be doing videos on most of them, or at least mentioning them, but I thought we'd do a bit of a first impressions. So without further ado, let's get onto it. So I did make a Charlotte Tilbury order, so I'm going to start off with one of the little samples. This is the Magic Cream Priming Moisturiser. I really have been wanting to try this, but I'm not paying £90 for a pot of moisturiser, but I don't know whether it does anything. So when I saw they had these little samples on for a free gift when you make an order, I thought I'd give it a go. There's probably enough for a couple, sort of a day or two's worth in there, and it is quite scented, but it also smells a little bit like talcum powder or your nan alternatively. But it does feel quite nice. It's quite thick and it's got a little bit of tack to it. I don't know, I'm going to keep trying it for as long as I can get that little sample to last. I'll probably pick up some more samples hopefully. This is the Wonderglow Primer. This one is meant to turn around the look of tired dull skin in a beauty flash, powered by fluorescent core. This sort of gives me Hollywood Flawless Filter vibes, so I was kind of intrigued to see what the difference was. This one definitely seems more shiny. So again, we'll give it a try. It definitely does seem like it's got more radiance. I will apologise for the little shadowy background we've got going on here. It is, what date are we on? March the 15th, something like that. And currently in the UK it is snowing, raining, hailing, thundering. It's literally done all the weathers today apart from sunny, so you know, it's dark. It's dark as hell. So that's sort of just disappeared. Let's see what happens if I do it with my fingers. Yep, it's definitely, it is more of like a sort of traditional illuminating primer, I would say. It's nowhere near as glowy and slightly sort of coveragey as the Flawless Filter. Probably not something I would pick up because I love my Flawless Filter, but it does look really nice on the skin. So let's get into the actual, the proper testing, should we say. I'm just going to prime my eyes with NARS Smudge Proof eyeshadow base. Now I've got a new eyeshadow palette to test today. This is one that I've seen a couple of the girls that I follow on here that I subscribe to. They've done a palette bingo with this palette recently, and then the Superdrug in the Trafford Centre have just got a new BH stand, so I saw it and I thought I'm gonna give that a try because, you know, I love a pastel. So this is the, I'm sure it used to be called, oh yeah, it is still called Lost in Los Angeles, which is like a really pretty pastel palette. I think we're going to do something pinky today, so I'm going to take WeHo, I don't know what that's called. It's this little peachy shade here. It's not the most sort of well-rounded palette in the world. There is sort of a little bit of, you know, it's probably lacking a couple of deep shades, but I personally love a pastel eye look. I just think they're really easy to wear. This is like a neon pastel coral, which is stunning. I actually only think I've tried BH's shadows on one other occasion. I've tried the Mimosa palette, but once they were taken off Beauty Bay, they're just kind of hard to get in the UK until they've been brought out, until they were bought out by Revolution. So I was quite excited to see like an actual stand that I could actually sort of look at the products. But this one definitely pulled to me. And I quite like the look of the Avocado Toast palette because I love the Mimosa palette. it's beautiful. So I might have to pick that one up at some point. I think this was like £16. So really nice and reasonable. I will say with that Wonder Glow, if you don't like sparkle, don't buy it because it is sparkly on my face, like actually sparkly. But you know, if you are a bit of a sparkle person, then it might be for you. I'm going to take the 405, which is like a deeper pinky shade. I'm just going to use this same Morphe brush. This is one of those ones that hasn't got a name on it, annoyingly. And I'm just going to buff this into the outside. It's going to be nothing overly technical, this eye look, because it's like 3 o'clock. I'm not going anywhere. I'm literally just filming this and then I'm going to take it right back off again because I've got some sort of gross plague type business going on right now, which is why I sound weird. But yeah, both me and Sam, we went away with our friends at the weekend back to where I went to uni, and we had such a good time, but both of us are feeling a little like sniffly and coughy and coldy, which is real fun. We love that. Do you know what? I think I'm actually going to turn these lights down a little bit because we're a bit intense there. I feel like that's better. So I'm going to apologise if the lighting was a bit crazy. I just feel like it's got slightly brighter outside. Like I said, still taking the 405 and I'm just like building that up on the outer corner. And then I'm going to take something that a little bit deeper, which is this lilac, which is called Abbot Kinney. I mean, if you're from LA, that might mean something to you, but that means nothing to me, so I don't know. But it's just this lilac here. And we're just going to pop that like in the very crease and not even bothering switching brushes. We are going for low impact here. that's what we're going for today. I was actually tempted to do this on the lid. This is one of the Made by Mitchell gel glazes. This is Pink Monday, which has got like a slightly bluey reflect. But I think I might just do one of the colours out of here. Let's do Malibu, which is like an orangey, like slightly duochromy. I normally like BH shimmers, or I've liked the ones I've tried, so let's give this one a go. I mean, it's nothing breathtaking, it's not like a duochrome or anything, but there is like a little bit of like pink shimmer in the peach, which is pretty. It's just a very, again, it's like a really low maintenance eye look. It's nothing special, but I don't hate it. I'm gonna have to look up some tutorials on this palette. I think it just seems a bit random. Like I feel like some of the shimmers are actually deeper than the mattes, so I might try do like a minty greeny smoky eye with these two and see how that turns out. Like the quality, it is a bit of a random palette, but you know, we'll see. Might put some like lilac under the eyes just to like pull it all together. This I am super excited about. I do want to do a full review video of this, but I thought I would also do like first impressions. This is the Good Apple Full Coverage Serum Foundation. This is light number 6, which is the same shade I am in the Balm, so I'm hoping it's going to be okay. I'm going to put about 4 pumps on my Dose of Lashes sponge. Please don't look at the colour of this because it ain't cute. That looks like a good match for winter me. I know winter me all the time. Possibly might actually be a little bit light, which I mean for me is always actually a bonus because it's very rare I find a foundation that's too light for me because I am pale AF. Oh, that is too light. Oh, that's way too light. Okay, I'm impressed. I feel like I'm the only person that buys the complete wrong foundation shade and is like, well, call me impressed. Oh, she is giving Ghost realness. Yeah, I think this might be one that I have to mix a little bit of Made by Mitchell blushed bronze into, just to give it a bit more warmth, but we can warm it up with bronzer today, that's no problem. This is really lovely. It's sat nice on the skin, even though I'm not using my normal primers. It looks a teeny bit dry on the nose, but nothing like out of this world. And like I said, obviously I'm not using my usual this looks insane in this lighting. Does that look better? Do I look less completely washed out? I was going to say, like, I've seen a ghost. I look like an actual ghost. So yeah, that shade is lighter than the balm without a doubt, but like I said, with a little bit of like mixer in it, it's going to be no problem. I like the finish so far. This I'm really excited for. I love, 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 love the Complexion Rescue Tinted Moisturiser, I think it's called. So I was very excited to see them bring out a concealer. It has got that same sort of like moussey texture. This is gonna be a great shade for me when I'm not wearing this foundation, but I'm pretty sure this is gonna look too dark. So just sort of patted a little bit under there. Yes, that is really nice. It's not the most coverage in the world. It's not anything crazy, but it looks really nice, which, to be fair, is not what I look for in a concealer these days. I don't really care if you like crazy, crazy coverage, as long as it looks nice. I'm happy. I'm just going to do a little Laura Mercier. I have just picked up the rose version in the little travel size, which I'm excited to try because everybody on TikTok is talking about pink powder right now. So, you know, because I've been in this shebang for that long, I get influenced super easy, so I look absolutely ridiculous right now. We are not going to pay any attention to the colour of my face. Let's get some bronzer on. This I'm friggin' buzzing about. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Contour one. This is light medium. I'm so happy to finally have my hands on this one. I have got a Charlotte Tilbury discount code, so I'm going to leave it in the description box to get 15% off. It is an affiliated link, so I do make a little bit of money off it if you do purchase through my link. So that would, you know, it would mean the world. It would mean I can buy more makeup to review over here. So this is, as I said, light medium. I do like a pretty intense bronzer, so I'm hoping this is going to work. I'm going to make sure I lock that before I put that back in. Made that mistake with my Pillow Talk highlighter and that was not pretty. I'm going to take a Made by Mitchell MF1. This lighting, it's just, this weather is playing me, man. This morning I was like, oh, it's a great day for filming, the sky is blue. This sky is no longer friggin' blue. But I feel like the lighting and this foundation together are just, they're real throwing me off. I hope you're here for the top quality banter rather than the top quality lighting, because it's not what we've got going on today. I feel like I need to go down another notch. I don't know why I blended out all the bits I did after this cheek first, but it's still blending pretty nice, so I feel like we're looking slightly more human at this point. This is really lovely. I can see why it's always sold out. This looks great. It's really, really cool toned. If you're not like a big contour person, it's probably not going to be your vibe. I personally love a good contour and a good bronze, so just going to blend the last little bits of the actual cheeks out with the pointy bit of my sponge. There's that. Then we're going to go in with this. This is the, almost dropped it, Beautiful Skin Sunkissed Blue. This video is a hot mess and I hope you are enjoying it. This is the Beautiful Skin Sun-Kissed Glow Bronzer in medium. I am a professional. This is the like slightly cream version. That just fell over. That might look better. Honestly, it's going real great. I'm having a real great time. So this is the bronzer. Just gonna put this on. This is a Beauty Bay Bake Off brush, which makes the best cream blush and bronzer brush because it is like super angled. So I find I can get it right in the, I was going to say the crevices of my face. I've got a mean face. I don't have any crevices, but you know what I mean. Where the crevices should be. This is lovely. It's definitely not as dark as the Beautiful Skin bronzer because I do have that in medium. And I saw somebody be like, oh, I thought I'd shade down because my Beautiful Skin powder is a little bit dark. So I thought I'd shade down in the cream, and she was like, I wish I'd not done. Should have stuck with my original shade. And yeah, I can definitely tell this is definitely lighter than the powder, but it's building up really beautifully. And it's taken me from scary ghost lady to not so scary ghost lady. Right, let's do some blush. These, again, really excited. Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Matte Beauty Blush Wand. This one is Dream Pop, which is the one that I've seen everybody with darker skin tones buying, but you know me, I love a blush. So we went for, I did order Pink Pop as well, which is like slightly more muted, but I did also want this one. So we're just going to stamp a bit of that on. Is that too much? Probably. Have I ever been afraid of wearing too much blush? Absolutely not. Let's lock you. I've actually got more blush to put on top of here. I just managed to stab that between my fingers. Oh, this video, I'm so sorry. I can only apologise, man. This is what you get me when I am ill. So this is the Mitchell and Melissa little ombre moment green and pink blush brush, which I love, the cream blush. This is such a pretty shade. Definitely apply too much there, and I've got powder brush to go on top, so I am just gonna, normally we'd leave it at that, but I've got a bright powder blush to go on top, so I'm just gonna take it down a little bit. But that is really stunning. Really stunning. Powder blush is the new Too Faced Cloud Crush Blurring Blush. This is Watermelon Rain. I wanted to say Watermelon Flush then, but it's not, it's Watermelon Rain. I'm going to take the Bake Off brush again. I'm just going to pop a look. Oh yes. Okay, these are so hard to get. I went into Boots, literally, I was like, have you got Chanel Brands Universe? They were like, nope. I was like, have you got Dior Razor Glow? They were like, nope. I was like, have you got any of the cloud blushes from Too Faced? She was like, I've got this really dark bright one. I was like, yes, put it in my basket. That's the one I wanted anyway. So I was pretty buzzing about that one. Because, you know, again, I don't do reserved. I've got two Danessa Myricks blushes in my Beauty Bay bag right this second, and they are the two brighter ones because, like, I've only seen people with dark skin wear them, and I love a bright blush on a pale skin. I really do. We're going to do highlight. I think, no, it's not the last Charlotte Tilbury product. They sent me a code for 20% off, so, you know, I had a good time. This is the Glow Glide Face Architect Highlighter in Moonlight Glow. Very pretty. This is, whoa, more intense than I expected. Okay. Okay, she's beautiful. I thought we'd have to layer her up a little bit to get that kind of glow, but no, that's really stunning. Because I don't actually own the bronzer highlight duo, but I've used like other people's before, and I always thought the highlight was a bit So I wasn't sure whether these were going to be sort of on that same vein, but they're not. They're very intense, very pretty. So let's take some lilac under the eye. Gonna go back in with Abbott Kinney. I'm not gonna ramble about the name this time. I'm just gonna put it on my eyeballs. Now, part of me, I've got this new yellow cream eyeshadow, and part of me is like, put it in the inner corner. But I think I'm gonna restrain myself so I look moderately normal for the next video I'm about to film. But this, as I said, is really pretty. And then I'm going to pop The Hills, which is this really pretty like pinky champagne. I'm going to pop this in the inner corner. Oh look, it's snowing again. Honestly, I absolutely despise snow. It is the worst thing to have ever happened to me. I hate driving in it, I hate being in it. When people are like, I love looking at it, I'm like, no, because it just brings me stress. I'm very much a summer person. I should have been born in like Barbados or somewhere. Gonna go in with a Made by Mitchell liner. This is LaLa Land from the Pastel Dreams collection, I want to say. I assume so, with it being, you know, pastel lilac, but you never know. I've got so many of these liners now, I've got no idea where half of them came from. I really like this eye look actually. I was going to do lashes, but I think I'm going to skip them. And we're just going to do a bit of MAC Stack mascara. This is one of my favourite mascaras I've tried in a while. Did not like that new L'Oreal Lash Lift telescopic. It ends up down my face. Now the sun is coming, well, I say the sun, it's just gone from grey to white. So I suppose technically that might be the sun. I don't know. I've not seen the sun in so long, I don't know what it looks like anymore. Pretty sure blue sky at this point is a conspiracy theory and it doesn't actually exist. And pop some of that on the bottom lash line. I feel like I must also preface I did down a monster before filming this video, and normally, you know, I'm good with the caffeine and the sugar, but I feel like when I say downed it, I literally drunk it in like 6 minutes, so you know, it's probably not helping. Let's do some brows. This is Hold You Down gel thing. I've become too lazy to fill in my brows, so I just brush this up and hope they look moderately not rubbish. Because you know, my friend did suggest while we were away that I try the Got To Be styling gel, but she was like, it's like super hardcore, and I was like, yeah, I think my brow hairs are too long for that, to be honest. The thing I like with the P. Louise one is it's like still, it doesn't like set too hard, so like I can still manipulate it while I'm doing it to make them look not so mental. Like if I had my brows laminated, I would look like completely insane. I think, I'm really confused, have I done mostly everything? I think so. This is one of the new Kylie Velvet lip kits. This is Party Girl. I just needed this for the summer. Let's just wipe some of that foundation off the lips. Lovely. We are just going to take the liner. I'm going to line those lips. That was a really satisfying pop. So I'm just going to line my lips. No, I'm not going to line my lips. I'm going to lip scrub my lips because Jesus. I'm not showing you what lip scrub I'm using because let me just say I'm just trying to get rid of it because it made me buy he who shall not be named. Also, it's a really disappointing flavour. And it actually tastes like medicine. Ugh. Ugh. Yeah, not a fan. As a hospital kid, that spent, you know, a lot of my time as a kid in the hospital because of my hip. I've been filled full of all sorts of yucky medicines over my time, and And it tastes exactly like about 15 of them mixed together. Oh, look at this colour. I feel like there's been so many wild tangents in this video today. I feel like I need to do more of these, like chatty get ready with me's. I've got like a list of things I want to talk about. Like, I kind of want to do one that's like a tattoo tour. I kind of want to do one like talking about my hip, because if you don't follow me on Instagram you probably don't know I had a hip replacement last year when I was 23, so obviously there's a wild story that comes with that one. So yeah, if you do like a try to get ready with me. That is a beautiful shade. It looks terrible with how gross and janky my lips are right now, but it's gorgeous. Like, it's not the product's fault, it's my lips' fault. So I'm just going to top it with a little bit of Juvia's gloss. This is So Glazed, which is like the most prettiest, beautiful, like holographic, like little moment. Love it. I'm just going to pat it on my finger because I don't want to ruin the applicator. This is a new shade, but I have tried Juvia's glosses before and I really love their formula. And it hasn't disturbed the formula of that lip kit too much. I really did like the finish. It's going to be really beautiful on like properly prepped lips. I just didn't realise how gross my lips were until I started putting it on. And then last Charlotte Tilbury, we'll finish off with some airbrush flawless setting spray. I've been testing this one for a couple of days. Tested it on a night out. About midnight, my skin looked great. Unfortunately, I don't remember anything after that, so you know, time will only tell if we enjoy that one. But oh, also I have changed the colours of my hair just really randomly. But that is it from me today. I really hope you guys did enjoy this. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more from me, hit that subscribe button. And I will see you next time. You've been fabulous. I've been Coleoftheball, and I'll see you next time. Bye!